Hello, and welcome back for another adventure in the cookie jar. Today we're doing the 15th recipe from the Cinnamon Roll Murder. It's called Mom's Apple Pie. It does come with a separate topper for a French crumble. I did not see that. I would have done it that way, but I guess I'm just going to go with the regular one, just because I didn't see it until just last night. But to make this, you're going to put your oven to 350. You're going to want 2 frozen deep dish pie crust, or make your own, 3/4 cup of white sugar, 1/4 cup of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 6 cups sliced peeled apples, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and half a stick of cold salted butter. And then it says, prepare your crust. You can either make the homemade crust. It doesn't give you a recipe for that. Roll it out. If you have a recipe for pie crust, you know what you're doing. And then it says to mix the flour, sugar, and spices and salt together. Prepare the apples by coring them, peeling them, and slicing them. When they're done, toss them with the teaspoon of lemon juice. It says just dump on the lemon juice and use your impeccably clean fingers to toss the apple slices. It's easier. Dump the small bowl with the dry ingredients on top of the apples. Toss them together, again using your fingers. Then you add the slices into your pan. Now it does say if you used the 2 deep dish pie crusts, if you've used frozen pie crust, buy the 8-inch deep dish kind, leave one right in its pan and let it thaw on the counter. Loosen the second one from the pan while it's still frozen. Flip over the pan and tip the pie crust out onto a floured board. When it thaws and flattens, it will become your top crust. So, after that, you put the cold butter, chop it in 2 tablespoons, top the top of your pie with it, put the top crust on, cut slits into the top, and then bake it at 350 for an hour. It says, alternatively, you can leave off the top crust and top your apple pie with French crumble. That's flour, cold butter, and brown sugar. Put it into a food processor, blend it up, and then top your pie instead of using a top crust. This Hannah's note, Sally always serves this pie with all the sides people could possibly want. She has vanilla ice cream, cinnamon ice cream, sweetened whipped cream, creme fraiche, and sharp cheddar cheese. She also offers plenty of strong coffee or her special cinnamon coffee. So, that being said, let's get started. This is everything we're going to need for this. So the first thing we're doing is sugar, the flour, and our spices. That's cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, love cardamom in an apple pie, and salt. We're just going to get these mixed up, and we're going to set those aside, clear off a space, and next we have to prep our apples. So we have our apples. We're just going to coat them in the lemon juice. And from there, apparently from there we make a mess. And we're going to take our pie crust. I am slightly concerned about how much more apple there is than pie. It's definitely piled high with the apples, so that could be a concern. I'm going to wash my hands, and then we're going to dot it with butter. Okay, so we have our 4 pieces of butter. Get those in here somehow. And we do need slits in the top. It says about 3 inches long. I have no idea how big 3 inches is, but we're going to go with that. Alright, I will be putting this on a baking tray just in case it spills over, and then we're going to go in the oven for an hour. Here is what we have. It did leak a tiny bit, but overall looks nice. I let it sit for 30 minutes after it came out of the oven. It's super cold in my house too, mind you. It is still very, very liquidy inside. It didn't say you had to let it sit. I know a lot of people like warm apple pie. But this definitely needs like, I don't know, maybe 2 hours to sit after it comes out. Maybe to firm up the sugar. I'm going to eat it anyway because it smells really, really good. So, a little bit of the crust and a little bit of the apple. That's a nice apple pie. It's perfectly sweet, it's perfectly spiced, it's perfectly warm. You are not going to see it, but just know I ate that entire piece. It's so good. It's like the perfect, it's just, it's the perfect mix of everything. And it smells so good. You should really give it a try. I know we're out of 4th of July and Thanksgiving was last week, probably a couple weeks away from this video. But if you need an apple pie, I would try this one. Next week we are making a peaches and cream cookie. If you're interested in seeing that, join us next week. I'll have a good one. Bye guys.